You're listening to the Dibbly-Dobbly podcast. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and click the bell to make sure you get the latest episodes of the podcast. Be sure to like and share our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter and on Instagram. Henry, let's talk about Zimbabwe cricket for our last topic. How would you assess the current state of Zimbabwe cricket, and where do you see Zimbabwe going into the future? Having played for Zimbabwe in your time, and obviously watching them from afar, what are your thoughts on that, Henry? How do you see their future?
Yeah, well, I think the top players need to stand up a bit more. So, you've got they've got the chronic problem of never scoring enough runs as a batting side. If we're looking at Test cricket, and you have to score at least 250, 300 to be competitive in a Test match. 500 if you want to win it, but at least 350 to just be competitive. And we haven't really done that in the last few matches that Zimbabwe played. So I think they need to do that. As far as T20s go, they're competitive. They just beat Sri Lanka recently in a T20 match. They bowled them up for 80, and then got the runs. But T20 is like that, isn't it? That's the exciting thing about T20. Any team can do well on the day and win against any other team. I hope that the administration in Zimbabwe does what's right for the game, reinvests in the game. I mean, like one of the most disappointing things for me was watching the recent matches at Harare Sports Club and also with Queens, and seeing that very little had changed since I was there a few years ago. Very little development of the grounds. I don't know what that says. I don't know where the money's going. They get millions of dollars every Test cycle, every World Cup cycle as well. And I just don't see it going back into the infrastructure and into the way the game's run. And I know it's expensive to host tours, but I just don't know. After 22 years, I should be seeing more, and I'm just not. And I hope that eventually they won't have this bloated wage bill that goes to places it shouldn't go to.
Thanks, Henry, for offering your thoughts on Zimbabwe cricket there. I know you care deeply about Zimbabwe cricket, even though with all what's happened in your career and the fallout from the Black Armband protest and the relationship that you've had with Zimbabwe and cricket. But you still have a soft spot for them, and you want to see them do well, hopefully, and play in tournaments, do well in World Cups, T20 World Cups, and Test cricket, ODIs and T20s, and just give their best every single game they play. And hopefully the nation will be proud of them as well. So I think
one of the things Zimbabwe was known for was being fighters. We had to work really hard to do well. We fielded very well. We punched above our weight. That we were always known as underdogs for a lot of the matches we played, but we had success, which means we had a bit of grit. And so, yes, just to agree with you, I do wish them well. I know some of the players, like Irvine. I played with Sean, Craig Irvine's older brother, and I played obviously. Kevin Curran was my coach, and his son Ben is playing for Zimbabwe. And I also played with Brendan Taylor towards the end of my career. I don't think I ever played with him in a match. He was much younger than me, but I played with him at the last year's World 11 as well, and so he's back in the fold. And I really wish them well. They've got some good players. They've got some good players. They've got Garava, the big, tall left armer. They've got Blessing Muzaravani, who's a really promising talent. He really looks to me like he's got the goods. And they've got enough. They've got enough in the batting. They've also got Sikandar Raza, who's an exciting T20 player. I just think they've got enough. It's just about the belief now. They need to get some performances under their belt, and then we'll see them back where they belong, which is, at least competing with the top 8 sides. At least having it out with them. And it'll put a smile on my face when they get back to that level of cricket.
Yeah, absolutely. I think everyone wants to see Zimbabwe do well, because in your time they did do well. They had great players and performed well at World Cups, 99, 2003
Yeah.
as an example, did well in Test
Mm.
cricket, as we've mentioned in our chat today, Henry, reminiscing about your Test career. So there is potential there. You can see that, and many people can see the players they've got at the moment. It's just about trying to get the self-belief up and trying to really nail down the skills of batting, bowling and fielding, and hopefully competing with the top nations in Test cricket. So let's hope that's the case. So once again, thank you, Henry, for sharing your thoughts on Zimbabwe cricket there. Hi, everyone. Hope you enjoyed hearing Henry and I discuss Zimbabwe cricket.